Like, I'm just acting real oblivious to the situation. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna tell on myself. Like, you crazy? I'm not telling on me. Oh my god, I'm cursed. How out of everything that everybody do in the class, when I do something, it's the only one that I don't know how it happened, but we just got into like a item fight. Like, they trying to throw little hints, cause you know they kids and they sure. What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Nycprecious, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm coming at you with a story time while I get ready and make this look, create this look right here. If you're interested on how I got suspended for 90 days from school and how and why I got suspended, keep watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. I love you all. We're on the road to 50K. Let's go. Today I'm just coming at y'all with my natural makeup routine, my everyday go-to look, with a story time on how I got suspended for 90 days from school. Like, crazy story. It was a crazy experience, and I'm just gonna share this information with y'all. I haven't given y'all a story time in who knows when. Don't fault me, just applaud me because I'm doing it now. Give this video a big thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend, and if you guys want more videos like this, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I reply to comments. I don't just overlook y'all because I'm not famous or anything, but just got out the shower, just washed my face, I'm freshly moisturized, I feel good and clean. 7:07 in the morning. Been up all night because I've slept all day. You know, I've been in and out of my sleep all day already. I'm gonna be looking over here a little bit while I'm doing it, because this is where the mirror is and the camera's up here and the mirror's right here. The camera's up here and the mirror's right here. The camera's up here and the mirror's right here. Y'all like my braids? Put in the comments too. This is the same wig that I just showed y'all the little install, and I just added some braids, like oh sweetie. So before I start, let me open up the box and let me get a little situated. And I'm not gonna be doing my eyebrows today because I don't do them. I'm not doing my eyebrows today because I don't do them every day on a daily basis. So I'm just gonna be doing what I always do, you know. Okay, guys. So boom. Okay, so boom. Right? 8th grade year. We got senior trip. We got prom. We got graduation. Everything, like everything is on the line here. So this year, I already know I've had some rough behavior in the past. This year we can't act crazy. We gotta be good this year, right? Graduating, period. Like, everything is on the line. So I wasn't trying to act up at all because I already know I had a past. Like, I used to be a little hot-headed a little bit, you know. So when I got to 8th grade and I calmed down, me and my dean were super close. So like, I would go to her at lunchtime. We would order food from the restaurants that were near the school. She would make sure I'm good. Like, anything. Like, I'm slacking in the class, she gonna talk to the teacher for me. She was real nice to me. Like, she made sure I was straight. I think this was around, like, early in the school year. Like, early. Maybe, like, October. Like, the 2nd month of school, as soon as we started. And my class, I knew them since 6th grade. We've been, you know, your middle school homies. Like, your middle school homies be your day ones. Like, you still mess with them to this day. Like, those the ones you could have a middle school reunion with instead of a high school reunion. My niggas, like, I knew them since 6th grade. We grew up together. All types of stuff. Like, all that. So my class was lit. They always seemed to put us together. That was a good thing to us. Like, we was feeling that all the time. When we had a substitute teacher, it was lit. We used to act out. Like, we used to bug out. The class that I'm talking about, we done made a teacher cry. We made her quit and all that. Like, our class was savages. We was fake bad a little bit to this day right now, doing their own thing. So I'm just happy everybody in their own lane. But yeah, let me get back to the story. So we had a substitute teacher, right? Like, African. He had an accent. He was bald. You know, we young and we childish. So we kind of making fun of him already and shit, you know. We like, yeah, he got no control over the class. We about to take advantage of this. Free period. We start telling all the other kids from the other 8th grade classes, oh yeah, come to our class. We got to sub this period. We got to sub. Just be like you in our class. Like, you know, when your friend had a sub, you ain't want to be in class. You just go like, yeah, I belong here. Hopefully you got a dumb enough sub that believe you. Doing all types of shit like that. So Whole time we in the period, we chilling, we talking, we laughing. Nobody doing the little worksheets that he gave us. And so nobody doing the little worksheets that he gave us or anything. Just talking, chilling on our phones, you know. Like a little like teenage school shit. Like, you know, nothing too crazy. But as we start to get to the end of the period, I don't know how it happened, but we just got into like a item fight. Like everybody started throwing items. Like literal items. Like some boy threw an Arizona bottle. Freaking staplers. They was throwing staplers. They was throwing all types of stuff. Like 15 minutes before the period was ending. Like everybody was bugging. But you know, it's always the smart kids and shit that just be in the corner doing their own thing that really did do the work. And then before the period over, you try to go over and still they work. Like, let me copy, let me copy, let me copy. If you can relate, you gotta let me know. Because that's really sad though. But I used to be the type where I wouldn't do my work for the whole period when we got a substitute. But soon as the period over, I'm on my way to the small kids. Like, let me get the answers. Let me get the answers. That's bad, but that's really how I used to be. Like, everybody was drinking Arizonas in the morning in middle school. Go right along perfectly with your bacon, egg, and cheese. No, that's when times were simple. Simpler times. That's around Skywalker days. Like, I don't know y'all remember the Skywalker days. I still got my Skywalker, but I don't gotta charge that. So I'm gonna try to like give it away to something, you know? Yeah, y'all. So they was throwing Arizona bottles. They was throwing staplers. They was throwing freaking pencils. They was throwing all types of stuff. Like the class just went wild for a minute. And at this time we was still, I think we was still lining up or whatever. Line up. We about to leave. So as everybody's still moving rowdy, the teacher trying to move to the front of the class, but we still throwing stuff. Like we still throwing books, we still throwing this, we still throwing that. And somebody threw a stapler at my shoulder from the teacher's desk. Like, yo, like who threw that? And there's so much chaos going on. We look like wild animals in there. And the teacher's walking. Mind you, I told y'all he got a bald head. So I just saw a history textbook, and it was like this thick, like the normal history textbook. And I threw it up in the ceiling, and it came down and hit the freaking teacher on his head, on his bald head. I'm like, yo, what is up with my luck? Oh my God, I'm cursed. How out of everything that everybody threw in the class, when I throw something, it's the only one that hits him and actually touches him and makes contact with him. I'm like, yo, like, I'm freaking ruined. Like, I'm about to go to jail. This man's gonna press charges on me. I'm about to get suspended. I'm not gonna get into no high school. I'm gonna be, like, I just thought my life was over. Like, y'all really don't understand. Like, I thought my life was really over. Like, over, son. Like, I thought it was over. So, the man, the teacher, the substitute wants to drag the situation out and act like he's so hurt. And I threw like the biggest book in the world and that he can't remember his name or where he at. Ended up calling an ambulance for the substitute, which made the whole situation more worse. So you knew it was about to be a big thing already. I already knew what was going down. I already knew how this was about to turn out. I was just like, I don't know how I'm gonna play this out. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna do what. If I'm gonna say I ain't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Like, hopefully nobody saw me throw the textbook. Like, it's just mad stuff going through my head. Like, yo, I can't go out like this. Like, this is not it. Everything is coming up. Like, I want to get awards at graduation. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to get a principal award. Like, I had so much in mind. I had so much planned for myself. So much planned. So, when this happened, it just really took a left turn on my whole mental. Like, it just really, really affected me. So, long story short, they call the ambulance for the teacher. The teacher on his way to the hospital. And it's about to be lunchtime for my class. And we was about to go down to the cafeteria. But instead of going to the cafeteria, the dean comes into our classroom and tells us that
everything we have for the whole senior year is going to be canceled if they don't find out who threw the textbook.
And I'm like, here we go. Here we go, son. I'm like, yo, like, this is not gonna end well. I see it now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life because it's over. I'm like, I didn't even think, like, to call my mother or nothing. I think I did call her, matter of fact. I don't know. We didn't go downstairs to the cafeteria for lunch because the dean said that if she don't find out who threw the textbook, that we won't have no prom, we won't have no senior trip, and graduation is going to be different from the usual. So she holds us in the room and she's asking everyone, like, what happened? We all in the classroom, quiet, desk spread out like it's a test. Like, it looked like straight detention in there. Everybody acting shook. They trying to throw little hints because, you know, they kids and they sure. Mainly the boys, actually. Mainly the boys. They was being mad sure because, you know, boys in middle school, they like going downstairs and playing basketball at lunchtime. Like, they live for that in school. Like, they literally live for that. They throwing mad hints and subs like, oh, whoever did it just need to say they did it because I'm not trying to be up here. I'm not trying to stay up here all day. Like, niggas just waiting to rat with me. And the teacher, the dean, she's like, yeah, like, nobody want to be waiting for this all day. Y'all need to just come clean now. Come forward now. Still, nobody answering. So she decides she wants to let everyone say their side of the story of what happened on a piece of loose leaf. Everybody write down what happened on a piece of loose leaf. She said, you don't have to write your name. You don't have to write anything. Like, everything is anonymous. Just write down what happened. Mind y'all, I told y'all I'm cool with the dean already. Like, I already told y'all I'm cool with the dean. So, we all write down what happened. Well, I wrote down my fake story of what happened. Like, oh, I don't know nothing. I just heard the teacher say, ow. I didn't see nothing. I wasn't around nowhere. Like, I'm just acting real oblivious to the situation. You feel me? Like, I'm not going to tell on myself. Like, you crazy? I'm not telling on me. So, everyone finished writing it down, what they saw on quote or what everything. The dean leaves out the office. She leaves. She goes. She leaves. She goes on to read everything that everybody says so she could try to figure it out. First of all, my heart is already in my ass. My heart is in my ass. I'm like, yo, I swear to God, I hope my name is not on nothing. I hope they didn't put my name on anything. Like, I'm not even playing with y'all. Like 10-15 minutes later, the dean comes back in the classroom like, Precious, come here, step out the classroom. Then they got the nerve to be like, oh, one of my corny little friends was like, damn, like, good luck. Like, damn, y'all can't hold it down for a girl. Like, damn, we all could have said we don't know nothing. The man back was turned. The teacher back was turned. He didn't see me. Y'all saw me. We could have said we don't know nothing. So she calls me out the room. She calls me into her office. Because we got a bond like that. We got a nice bond like that. I'm like, yeah, Miss Price, like, what's up? What happened? She like, so I'm reading everyone's paper and everyone is saying that you did it. Every loose leaf said, I saw Precious throw the textbook at the teacher. Precious threw the textbook at the teacher. I think I saw Precious threw the textbook. I don't know who threw it, but I think Precious threw it. Like, everything said my name. Like, they ratted me out bad. They ratted me out crazy. Every single one of the freaking things said I did it. So I'm just confused. Like, why they really not my mans? Like, I can't believe they did this to me. Like, these my day one since 6th grade. Like, how can y'all? How? I just felt so betrayed. I'm like, Miss Price, because that was her name. I'm like, Miss Price, so sorry. I did do it. I'm very scared. Please don't suspend me. I'm so sorry. I will say I'm sorry to him. I will apologize to him. Like, I will make this right. Please don't suspend me. Please don't kick me out. I have a lot of things planned. But, you know, it wasn't just in her hands to deal with the principal. And we also had to deal with all the other authorities in the building. So I'm trying to talk to her. I'm like, Please don't suspend me. Y'all know I improved over the years. I'm just begging for mercy, scared on my ass, begging for mercy. They didn't have any mercy with me. Like, they didn't have no mercy with your girl. So there was another dean. There was a guy dean. He basically did the hard work that Miss Price would have to do for me. He filled out the paperwork and all that extra stuff. I'm like, what is it? Like, I could be in school and I'm suspended for a week or two. Is it detention, suspension? Like, you know, at lunchtime, you can't, like, sit with everybody else. You got to be upstairs with the teacher, or you got to be at a different desk. And when you got that type of detention, I'm like, what is it? Like, what I got to go through? They like, no, we giving you a superintendent suspension because you violated and assaulted a teacher. You will have to go to a hearing to see how many days you're gonna get, and all this crazy stuff. I felt like I was going to juvenile detention. Like, I felt so scared. I'm like, what? Oh my god, embarrassed. I'm like, I cannot believe everybody snitched on me like that. They validated, like, they really validated. So I had to leave school early that day. Told my mom was furious. She thought I was freaking slow. She's like, how in the hell did you freaking throw a textbook at a teacher? Like, what is up with you? Like, what's going on with you? I'm just trying to tell her, like, Ma, it was really a mistake. The whole class was bugging, you know. And I really had to go to a suspension school. I really had to go to a detention school. It was really like jail. I couldn't have keys. I couldn't have a phone. I couldn't bring in a bag. Like, all the bad kids was there. All the freaking kids that sliced kids in school. Like, they just had me in there with the bad kids, and I wasn't even a bad kid. It was horrible in there. Like, they put me in a room by myself, like a jail cell. Woo! I'm like, Ma, I cannot be here. I cannot do 90 days in this, like, hellhole. Like, I just refused. I was like, I can go to school and stuff and get my work and bring it home and do it, because I didn't live far from my school. I'm like, I could just go home and get my schoolwork and everything. I never went to the hearing or anything like that. I don't know how it happened, but the people in my school told me that I had 90 days. So I literally stayed home in my house for 90 days. But yeah, guys, I had some family that went to the middle school with me, like my god brothers and my god sister. So being that I was home bored all day for those freaking 90 days, I would go up to the school sometimes and, like, go pick them up and stuff. That's how I would still see them and everything. I did my 90 days like a champ. Yeah, y'all, I did my 90 days like a champ. Got back to school. Everything was okay for me. Thank God. Yeah, everything was okay for me. I got to go to senior trip. I got to go to prom. And when everybody got their high school acceptance letters back in middle school, I got into one of the best schools. My first choice, actually. The High School of Fashion Industries. That was my first choice that I applied to. And I got accepted. So I was like, maybe that 30-day thing didn't matter. And maybe my life isn't really ruined. And then it was just like a real load off my shoulder. Like, but yeah, guys, I didn't suffer no serious consequences or anything. So I was lucky with that part. But it was still a bad experience for me to even get suspended that long. And that was my first time ever with a superintendent suspension. Usually I always have, like, in-school suspensions and stuff like that, you know. So I was scared and I was disappointed in myself. My mother was disappointed in me. But that's my crazy story. Like, wrong crazy story. That's my crazy story. I can make a rap about that because they all ratted on me and snitched on me. I'm not forgetting y'all. I know y'all. I won't forget y'all ratted on me. Like, I won't forget y'all ratted on me. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this story time, give it a big thumbs up. Like, share with a friend. And turn on the post notifications. Later.